Good morning, guys. This is Mike Doble with SkiSoutheast.com and Resort Cams, and it is Wednesday, December 2nd, around 9:04 a.m. You're seeing a live shot right now of snowmaking and the aftermath of good snowfall that has taken place here at Wisp Resort in Maryland. That's where I'm starting out today. I'll kind of take you on a quick tour all the way around the area. Excuse me. I can tell you that it was 24 degrees first thing this morning at Wisp, and they have now picked up 8 inches of natural snowfall up in the Wisp Resort area. And between them and Canaan Valley and Timberline Mountain in West Virginia, that would be the big winners for the amount of natural snowfall that's happened. I got a report of Wolf Ridge Resort seeing as much as 10 inches of snow. Haven't been able to verify that quite yet, but that's your big winners in terms of natural snowfall. I want to go ahead and kind of take one moment and tell you that today's skiers news, skier forecast, and this updated video is brought to you by Fosco Rentals in Fosco. Fosco Rentals has all sorts of great vacation rental properties that are located close to Appalachian Ski Mountain, Hawks Nest Tubing up on Seven Devils, which Fosco Rentals has many properties up there as well for vacation rentals and condominiums, townhomes, etc. But also atop Sugar Mountain and Beech Mountain resorts. Fosco Rentals can be reached at www.foscorentals.com, or you can call them toll free at 1-800-723-7341. Be sure to tell them that SkiSoutheast.com sent you. Guarantee they'll take great care of you. So back to the tour, we're going to go ahead and show you that this is the long range shot looking across Deep Creek Lake up at Wisp Resort, and they are making snow right there. Let's go ahead and kind of take you on a tour. I'll start off with the state of North Carolina, and where Orville, Johnny Goins, and those guys shared with us that they got anywhere from probably 8 to 10 inches of snow. Now, I will tell you, there's been a lot of heavy winds throughout this event that really started Monday night into Tuesday morning, and over the last probably 36 hours, there's been quite a lot of heavy winds. So you'd be hard pressed to go to any of these mountains and find 6 or 7 or 8, maybe even up to 10 inches of snow in any kind of consistent area. But you will certainly find snow drifts. Be sure to check out Matt Law's First Tracks report this morning, as he's already updated the snow reports in terms of ski resorts that are open. I can tell you that Cataloochee and Sugar Mountain are again reopened. Kind of hinted that they might be yesterday when we saw how heavy the snowmaking was going on. But Cataloochee is open with 7 slopes and trails, 7 of 18. That is 18 to 26 inch machine worked packed powder base. They are reporting roughly 6 inches of snow that fell over the 36 hours, 2-day period. Sugar Mountain is your other ski resort that is open today with 6 slopes and trails, 15 to 40 inch base, natural and man-made powder. They're still reporting 3 inches. I'm not sure if they've totally updated that yet. None of the other ski areas are open, but let's go ahead and kind of take you on a quick tour. At Appalachian Ski Mountain, I can tell you it was 23 degrees there this morning. They started making snow literally 2 nights ago. Didn't get a lot in the way of natural snow, but without question, man, they're creating a blizzard there, and they will certainly be opened up here any day. Taking now to Beech Mountain Resort. This is the base. Yesterday, you couldn't even really get a good live image here. Things were so snow globed over, and the snow was coming down kind of powdery hard. But Beech Mountain this morning reported a 14-degree temperature. Again, they're showing 6 inches of snow now on the season, so that's a good start. You'll see as this camera pans back here in a moment, you can see they're really concentrating heavy snowmaking across the entire mountain. This is the Bunny Hill, the Learning Hill, and then of course now we're going to kick back over to the other part of the mountain. The live camera up top at the 5,500 feet in elevation Got some beautiful long-range views this morning. I'll hold here for a second while this thing kicks back, but again, you can see the clouds of snowmaking that is going on atop Beech Mountain's summit as well. And again, it was 13 degrees. There's just some frozen lens from the snowmaking. I'll still leave it here for a moment because this thing will pan around in just a second to show a gorgeous view of Upper Shawnee and some of the trails up top as you look kind of over towards Robbins Run and that side of the hill. Here we go. Got to kick one more time before we're going to get it, but you're going to see some evidence there of I won't say quite whale proportions in terms of snowmaking hills, right now. But again, the wind's been blowing really hard, but there's been a dedicated snowmaking effort across the entire Southeast and Mid-Atlantic. There you go. Now you're seeing a beautiful shot. Love to be hitting that mountain, and that'll be open again any day now, and we'll give you that update. I'm sure that Matt is giving you that information on skisoutheast.com on the front page. We'll go over to Cataloochee. You'll see a gorgeous shot there. Again, Cataloochee is open. It's 9:10 a.m., so there's skiers already taking part. You can see some down at the lift getting ready to ski up and get on here in a moment. Looks like the lift is off right now. And it also looks like they have turned the snowmaking equipment, the snow guns off. It was really roaring snow there just a little while ago, so they're probably satisfied with the depth right now, and they're also looking at snowmaking windows each of the next several nights. So it looks like Cataloochee is having some pity, on the skiers and snowboarders, and turn the snow guns off. You can see here, this is at the top of the lift camera as it pans down towards the bottom of the mountain. I'm guessing that Cataloochee is probably open from the mid station. Don't quote me on that. Again, check Matt's snow report on skisoutheast.com. Show you next here. Here's Hawk's Nest. They too have the snow guns off. Hawk's Nest was making snow last night on their tubing hill. See if I can get you a nice shot from the top of Pinnacle. Doesn't look like it. There we go. It looks like it might pan around to a decent shot. That is looking over towards Grandfather Mountain. You can see a lot of rye mice and snow powder, I guess, on the treetops there, and then now it'll pan around to the mountain itself. Now there's just some whales that are being created. You can see here where the snowcat has cut into that basin, just how deep that is right there. You can also see evidence of the wind, popping around right now. So that's a good shot right there. So we'll go ahead and take you on down now to, this is the camera that's at the top of Sugar Ski and Country Club. You can see down on 184, traffic flowing down there a little bit. But there's, plenty of snow there on the mountain as well. That's kind of looking over at the lift. Oma's, with, the former Big Red lift, that's the chair there. They're certainly not open on that side of the mountain, although they are open today for skiing. Sugar's conditions at the base. You can see here they're still blasting the bottom of the hill there. And then now we'll go into Virginia, where I showed you last night, no snowmaking was going on at Bryce. Nothing yet at the Homestead, Omni Homestead Resort. Massanutten, kind of surprised that they weren't making snow yesterday. I'll probably get up with Kenny Hess and those guys, kind of see what their schedule is and what their thinking is, but no snowmaking there. However, I'll take you into Wintergreen Resort, where I can show you or share with you that Wintergreen was at 27 degrees this morning. Is that right? Yeah, it looks, no, 24 degrees there this morning, and they continue to make snow, as you can see here. This is right down here at the Wintergreen Blue Ridge Express camera, and then the excuse me, more popular Top of Skyline cam shows a little bit of light snowfall that happened. They picked up a little bit of snow. I think according to Matt, they may have a trace of man-made snow. But you can see they are making snow across the entire mountain there. I'll show you slope side. We have one more shot of a live stream there. And that's their tubing hill, but over to the right you can see they're making snow on one of the trails there as well. Still no cameras at Canaan Valley quite yet. We're still working on that. I'll take you into West Virginia, and you can see here the Silver Creek camera at Snowshoe, where Snowshoe was reporting 14 degrees there this morning, and we now have them up to a foot of snow, 12 inches exactly on the season. Snowshoe doesn't report snowfall totals until they open. So their report's going to show literally a foot less than what we're showing right now when they do open up December 4th, and that's obviously on Friday. But anyway, 14 degrees there this morning, 4 inches of new snow over the last 36 hours or so, and now that puts them at a foot on the year. Canaan Valley and Timberline also been making snow. They're reporting 7.9 inches of snow. That comes officially from David Lesher and his Canaan Valley weather station up that way, and that puts them at 16.6 inches of natural snowfall on the season, and they're prepping to open any day now. So good shots there. I'll give you the big whale at the bottom of the Snowshoe boathouse. You can see where the snow groomers already come along and kind of press that down. But they're making quite a bit of snow, at the bottom of the mountain. Certainly at the gorgeous shot, always at the top of the mountain, you can see there is a blizzard of man-made snow going on there. I'll just go ahead and share with you a real quick shot where you can see kind of a frosty village area that's a little bit of snow cover from the natural snow. Again, been very windblown across all the top mountaintops. I told you guys late yesterday evening, that Winter Place is probably the biggest transition from no snow to what I'm seeing right now. Winter Place was showing 23 degrees, reported about 2 inches of snow now over the last 36 hours and change, and you can see that they're prepping the slopes. They're actually blasting all across that mountain. I can hopefully show you. It's pretty clouded over here, but there's a shot that just shows you how much of a blizzard that they're putting out across the slope sides or whatever. So now take you over to Ober Gatlinburg. This is their snow tubing hill. It's now panning over to the slopes themselves. But if you were watching this camera last night, you saw some good snow tubing going on. They picked up 2 inches of new snowfall. That puts them at 3 inches so far on the season. They put out on social media they are not yet open. They'll be announcing opening for skiing and snowboarding, but they are open for snow tubing. As I said, you could see that going on last night. Be aware, though, that tickets for snow tubing are only available online at Ober Gatlinburg. So if you have any desire whatsoever of going to snow tubing, check out their website. It's at obergatlinburg.com. That's OBER, obergatlinburg.com. You can see Groomer at the bottom of the snow tubing hill as we speak, doing some maintenance, on the slopes there. I don't show you this view that often, but let me bring up the tram camera as it pans back. Now you maybe get a little bit of a view of some of the natural snowfall that has taken place there. A little bit out of focus. I think that might be a little bit of blowing snow that's on the lens that's kind of kept things from being really sharp. So I'm not sure but you can see a little bit of evidence of some natural snowfall kind of on the mountaintops over in the range there, if you see over in there. Now take you last to Deep Creek Lake. This is an actual shot. You can see some pretty good snowfall there. Again, Wisp Resort, they are reporting 8 inches of new snow. They're probably the biggest winner in terms of what we saw over the last 36 hours. And I can tell you, every time we panned to this live camera over the last 2 days, this is where it seemed to be snowing the hardest. Not sure if that just happened the way it was, the way this storm came in, northwest flows type snowfall or whatever, but certainly put some good depths there at Wisp Resort. They're not open yet, but they did make snow as well, 24 degrees. In fact, here's a close-up shot showing that they're making snow down at the bottom of the mountain. As this thing pans back, we should be able to see some nicer shots if we want to stick around for that. We'll tell you that if you're wanting to come up, this is a great time. Ski conditions should be fabulous this weekend. Absolutely fantastic. I'm panning over one of the more frequently used cameras from all the TV stations. I actually saw a television station last night that the meteorologist had picked us up, I want to say from Minnesota, and he was talking about the how much snow was happening, quote, down south. And a lot of the Minnesotans and a lot of the people in that area, I guess, from that are part of that television coverage, part of that network of area of coverage, were posting comments about we could keep all the snow down here. And in fact, it was interesting. They were saying that looks like we've got more snow in northern mountains of North Carolina than they had up in their area, which I think is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but nevertheless, you can see we obviously got some pretty good snowfall. A couple of cameras I shared with you last night. This is App State University, Sanford Mall. It shows you a little bit of coverage of snow down at the mountain. I'll give you a last little shot here at downtown Blowing Rock, where everything's looking beautiful and Christmassy. You can see the wind's blustering there a little bit. This camera should pan back in a moment, but lighter snow, kind of down that way, but nevertheless very beautiful if you plan on trying to, come up and visit sometime soon. Last shot here is Grandfather Mountain View. This is from atop Achota. It's also part of the Fosco Rentals and Fosco Realty and Development Company. They partnered with us on this camera and showing a frosty Grandfather Mountain at the top of the mountain. So that's it for your update this morning. Have a great day. Be sure to check out skisoutheast.com and the snow reports for announcements and other news that Matt Laws and the guys can share with you. And if you're out and about skiing, if you can get over to Sugar or Cataloochee today or over the next couple of days, snap a picture or two and send us a shot. We'd love to have it. I know we're going to have Kenny at opening day at Snowshoe this weekend, and also Brian Dix is going to be over at Cataloochee reporting for us, and I'm sure we'll get some photos and videos from both of those. But if you're out at any of the other skiers, we'd love to hear from you. So have a great day, guys, and until next time.